Well, it's Monday. Where are you? Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. Inside the Zone with the Lady D, Denise Gomez on a Monday afternoon. It is a beautiful Monday, nice and warm. Are you feeling warm? Or you'd say, Lady D, it is not warm, it is hot. But I'll take whatever, the seasons give me within moderation. So I'm not going to complain because in a few months, we'll be saying, oh, I wish it weren't this cold. So I'm not saying a word. I'm just going to take what they give me. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is my Easy Monday today. What does that mean? Easy Monday. One of those Mondays where I just say Lady D on a fourth Monday. It is just one of those easy Mondays today. And Easy Monday simply means the programmed features that you are accustomed to listening to will not be aired this afternoon. However, I do have a lineup for you. So again, it is Monday. Good afternoon to you. I am your producer and presenter, just in case you didn't know. My name is Lady D Denise Gomez. Welcome to Inside the Zone, the community platform where information is guaranteed. Today's feature of the Monday Drive is, all about a little of yard, a little of Jamaica's festival. Yes. The show is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. And of course, my sponsor for this afternoon, Universal Document Solution, Inc. X-Doll Powell. Mr. Powell is ready for you to give him a call. You know why? Because a lot of you have messed up birth certificates, passports. You've lost your passport. Something happened to the passport. Or you need to get a name change, a deed poll. And you're struggling to find the right person to do that for you. It's 5:36 p.m. Good afternoon to you. Yes, it's my Easy Monday. So hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'll be here with you until 7 p.m. this afternoon. I love to do that. It sounds away, don't it? Sounds like I'm calling over the chickens from the coop. Mm-hmm. But hello, everybody. Don't forget to call Mr. Powell at 914-361-9466, and he can help you to get your birth certificate, your passport, again, your deed poll, and if you are also thinking about getting your Jamaican marriage certificate, he is there for you, ready and willing. And I've known Mr. Powell for some time, and he does a really good job. He will get the job done for you. So call him. The objective is, as you hear the promo, you say, oh, let me call Mr. Powell. 914-361. Let me do that again for you. 914-361-9466 or 914-384-4903. Welcome to the show. 914-600-4228. That is our telephone number to call me here in the Linkage Radio Station. That's 914-600-4228. 228. Now, let me bring you in the know as to why it's my Easy Monday, because you know I'm a Jamaican, so I maintain my Jamaican theme here on the show. Want to say hi to Pat, want to say hi to Ryan. How you do, Ryan? Welcome. Nice to see you. So hello, 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 and DJ Apache. Good evening to you too, and to our avid listeners on Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7. Joining me this afternoon is signradio.net and Caribbean Vibes Radio .com. Mr. Chris Wilby, and I do have some excerpts of this past Saturday. That's Saturday, July 22nd, the JCDC Jamaica Festival Song Competition. 2021 had 12 finalists vying for the top place finish in this year's festival song competition. In true Inside the Zone style with yours truly, I'm bringing you the rebroadcast of the event that was aired on PBCJ Jamaica. And so I roll on in at 6 o'clock. As always, I resume regular programming with keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts with Chris Wilby and yours truly, Lady D. So it is Monday. And rather than having, you know how I do, the Monday beat and so on, I am taking you to that rebroadcast because I need to get you in the know as to what happened recently and how it was nice. I enjoyed it. I did. Welcome, everyone.
Finalists will have you performing and dancing each. And trust me, people, they'll be performing their song of choice first, and then, of course, they'll have their festival song. You'll hear all of this and more before we announce the winner at the end of the show. So, just in case you're trying to do the voting now, well, we lock the shop long time from 7 p.m. So I hope you got your votes in, and of course you're voting for your favorite artist and song during the week. Before we get, of course, the show started, I really have to big up the sponsors who made this possible, and of course, the lady who captains the ship, Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport, the Honorable Olivia Babsy-Grange. They are responsible for keeping this important aspect of our culture alive, and we thank them. 55 years, ladies and gentlemen, what a milestone, and what better way to kick off our results show tonight than with a walk down memory lane. Coming to our stage tonight, two men, the first of which is very multi-talented, and he can play instruments, he can sing, and trust me, if you test him probably can bust a move as well. He's followed by the man we call Father Festival, who looks and sounds the same just as he did when he won the competition several years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me make some noise and welcome Dwight Richards, followed by Roy Rayan.
I'm dreaming of a new Jamaica, a land of peace and love. Oh God, yeah. I'm dreaming of a new Jamaica, a land of peace and love. Dreaming of a new Jamaica, a land of peace and love. I believe in love. Come sing this song with me. I will believe in love. Come sing this song. I'm in the know, me no know, me no na la 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 la. I'm in the know, me no know, me no na la 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 la. I'm in the know, me no know. No 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 no. I'm in the know, me no know, me no know. I'm in the know, me no. Oh no no no. Jamaica. Yeah. Oh, cherry, oh, baby. Can't you see I'm in love with you? And if you don't believe it's true, what else is there for me to do? Look how long I've been waiting for you to come right in. And now that we are together, please make all of joys come over. Oh. never leave us shore, we'll never run away. I will always believe in the black, the green, the gold, I say. Our nation stronger than the trials. We must face the test of time. Our people, they are strong, gotta get along. We say we are poor, but the progress we make, my friend, was always how rich you are. I said this is the land of my birth. This is the land of my birth. This is Jamaica. Jamaica is the land of my birth. I mean, said this is the land of my birth. Land of my. This is the land of my birth. This is Jamaica. My Jamaica is the land of my.
Wombadai. Me mother make me understand. If it turn me hand and make passion. For later when the rough times start to sting, we have to remember old times and days. Deregulation can't stop the celebration. Go and tell the nation we are proud Jamaican. When this time I hear come, don't care if the money come. Join the in our little island. Everybody come and make we have a little party. Youth man and girl picking it. Wave your hand, feel irate. Respect to everybody. Everybody, how want me say? Come rock, come rock, come rock, come rock. Oh, I say me hot, I say me.
Music it in your face. Every day's a jamboree. We got the most amazing, and I know you would agree, the most beautiful women. Whoa, whoa, yeah. My sweet Jamaica, Jamaica. Everybody walk on my yard. Jamaica, Jamaica. Worldwide straight from abroad. My sweet Jamaica, Jamaica. Everybody walk on my yard. Jamaica, Jamaica, worldwide straight from abroad. Jamaica land we love, in the seat, this beautiful island breeze, is the part of my praise. Good in abundance, hey, we pass it about empty, them school and they them church, redemption, hey, we go fishing down the river, everyone a sardine. Use gungo peas, make we own butter bean. Then beat it, cassava, we go make it dumpling. Two buckle neck beer and some wild gin filling. 3 river stone, breadfruit a rose. Coconut a boil down to coast a dancing. Some have a wood parity, can't too sweet no name. Some sorosity with some young tambourine. And that making a friend from foreign. With a bucket of sorrel, some are not a 10 pill. And that mama use as the medicine. Down in Jamaica, my sweet Jamaica, Jamaica. Everybody walk on my yard. Jamaica, Jamaica. Worldwide straight from abroad. Down in Jamaica, Jamaica. Everybody walk on my yard. Oh yeah, Jamaica, Jamaica. Worldwide straight from abroad. My sweet Jamaica, Jamaica. Everybody want come my yard. Jamaica, Jamaica. Worldwide straight from abroad. My sweet Jamaica, Jamaica. Everybody want come my yard. Oh yeah, Jamaica, Jamaica. Worldwide straight from abroad. Jamaica land we love, yeah, yes. 14 Paris is up for some. Thank you.
Everybody walk on my yard. That is so true. Big up to the Bubba Shanty Warrior, Luton Fire. That was awesome. Just 5 contestants left before we find out who is our festival song winner for 2021. You know, we can't wait, right? We'll soon forward after these messages.
I said, this is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth.
Money in a bank and enough braffing. We never yet back down from a challenge. Anything come, Jamaicans manage. It rough and rocky, but we not let go. How you feeling, my people? How you feeling? Show your hands up, jump and touch your ceiling. How you feeling, Jamaicans? How you feeling? We celebrate on a yard, yeah, with me. How you feeling, my people? How you feeling? Show your hands up, jump and touch your ceiling. How you feeling, Jamaicans? How you feeling? We celebrate on a yard, yeah, with me. Get your cool jelly as your lanyard. Port Royal waterfront have the flavor. Get your nice pudding down a sentence. Ready road bus stand up the jerk man. You want to see how the people them a line up. Peanut a sell and the food it a boil up. Miss Lou a mass run does a smile up. 10 sound in a the London stringer up. How you feeling, my people? How you feeling? Show your hands up, jump and touch your ceiling. How you feeling, Jamaicans? How you feeling? We celebrate down a yard, yeah, with me. How you feeling, my people? How you feeling? Show your hands up, jump and touch your ceiling. How you feeling, Jamaicans? How you feeling? Celebrate down a yard, yeah, with me. Whoa. My people, yes. Hi. Everybody out and I show up in them colors. The place look pretty, yeah, like a bunch of flowers. Things are gonna turn up when the artists them come on. Fireman step out and the whole place burn up. How you feeling, my people? How you feeling? Throw your hands up, jump and touch your ceiling. How you feeling, Jamaicans? How you feeling? Celebrate down a yard, yeah, with me. How you feeling, my people? How you feeling? Throw your hands up, jump and touch your ceiling. How you feeling, Jamaicans? How you feeling? Celebrate down a yard, yeah, with me. Run, come. Run, come. Run, come. Hey. Run, come. Run, come. Oh, Lord. Run, come. Run, come. Run, come. Run, come. Yeah.
You know, it's always a celebration with Peso. Enough respect to you, my general. Your musicians, of course. Big up yourself. Now, one contestant to go. And she came out dressed last week as a birthday cake. And trust me, I can safely say she's the sweetest contestant in the competition. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for the one and only Candy.
Run, come all, join this great celebration of our country standing tall. With our hearts and hands as one, make we sing this your song. Happy birthday, Jamaica, land of sea and sun. Early 6th of August, 1962, there came out of the waters an island fresh and blue. The Caribbean asked her, what's her claim to fame? And promptly she replied, what she said? Jamaica is my name. So run, come one, and run, come all. Join this great celebration of our country standing tall. With our hearts and hands as one, may we sing this your song. Happy birthday, Jamaica, land of sea and sun. She has the coolest rivers and swiftly flowing streams, the greatest songs of all time, and the strongest one love theme. She has the richest culture, and the food so nice and clean. Her language is amazing, and nice to heard and seen. So run, come one, and run, come all. Join this great celebration of our country standing tall. With our hearts and hands as one, we can sing this song. Happy birthday, Jamaica, Land of sea and sun. With voice and praise, our anthem raise. To thee our God above. Justice, truth be yours forever. Jamaica land we love. We thank you, Holy Father, for yet another year. You have brought us through our challenges and calm our many fears. Together we will stand. And we place our leaders in your hand. I know you will bless us all. Run come one, and run come all. Celebration of our country. Hey, hey, we got hearts. Hey, we are the sing this your song. Happy birthday, Jamaica. And Jehovah's run come one, my golden run come on. Consecration, celebration of our country standing tall. With our hearts and hands, we are the sing. Happy birthday, Jamaica. Land of sea. Oh, wave your hand and run. Oh, you run, come on. Oh, that is great celebration of our country standing tall. Hey, with our hearts, we are the sing this your song. Happy birthday, Jamaica. Oh, have anyone here? Happy birthday, loveliest island in the Caribbean. Happy birthday, Jamaica. The island where the trade wind blows. Happy birthday, Jamaica. Land of sea and sun. Hey!
Come on, happy birthday, Jamaica. Land of sea and sun. Thank you very much. Let's hear it one more time for Candy. Just, oh, stay shut, stay shut. Congratulations to Stations right now. Oh, woo. Congrats and big ups. Big ups to Rough Cut. Enough respect to all the finalists. Remember, all 12 songs will still be available on platforms such as Amazon, Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer Music. So go and support the artists and buy the music. You don't know. Big up Carlton Bound from a look. Once again, big up the JCDC, the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Minister Olivia Banksy Grange, and our sponsors who made it possible. The entire production team, of course. Everyone is watching at home. Thank you so much. Until next time, I'm Christopher Johnny Daly. Please stay safe and follow all COVID-19 protocols. You don't know. It's all about festival tonight. Big up the Stations. Our song winner. Stations, where you go? Perform your song, baby. Here we go.
This is a new day, and I'm thankful for another chance to win. I am a fighter, a survivor, and I'm never giving in. Never gonna stop, never gonna fail. Never been afraid to try again. Never gonna stop, never gonna fail. Never been afraid to try again.
From a little and I grew hard work, I will me know I may never ever have a next choice. I feel make hay with the sun face, fears of the run. I feel satisfy and learn sacrifice. Never have everything, no it never easy. But me live good wouldn't change it, believe me. Mommy make sure all me grow respect me. Be sure take a little bit, make everything.
This is a new day, and I'm thankful for another chance to win. I am a fighter, a survivor, and I'm never giving in. Never gonna stop, never gonna fail. Never been afraid to try again. Never gonna stop, never gonna fail. Never been afraid to try again.
Me not fi tell you what I want, me not fi tell you what me live. From the step in the room, I just say energy me give. Who stand up for happy, who down up for it. Life's not perfect, but we are.
Hey, rise with the money, I'm a rise of the rock. Rise of the two, you could sign me the love.
You know the partner I've been sure that for progress is a must. I hear they don't think so far as they don't know.
This is a new day, and I'm thankful for another chance to win. I am a fighter, a survivor, and I'm never giving in. Never gonna stop, never gonna fail, never been afraid.
Thank you to everybody that voted for
Never
me.
gonna stop,
Big up my
never gonna
production
fail,
team, Matthew Doc. Thank you so much. Blessings and respect.
Taking us out tonight is our Jamaica Festival song winner. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful station. Keep playing. One more time. Rough cut. Oh. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Big ups to all the competitors. Stations took it home tonight.
Well. So Saturday evening, I tuned in. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. I tuned in on Saturday evening, put up my foot, relaxed, and in my head, I'm saying, I want DB to win. Now, you know, from about 2 weeks, I've been playing the songs. And I listened to them. I listened to the composition, right, with the lyrics and everything and the arrangement and all of that. And I thought that DB had the best of the lot. Statius won. And of course, this year they voted. I don't even think half of the people vote. You know, just like when you know go vote for your party. I don't think half of the people voted. And, you know, again, I didn't vote, but I wanted him to win because I thought that his song, and I'm going to play it before we switch over to our Keeping You in the Know, which comes up in a few minutes. But good evening. If you were wondering what on earth was going on the show, I was giving you a recap of this past Saturday was the festival song competition final with 5 finalists. Good evening, Mr. Wilby. How do you do?
Lady D.
Mr. Wilby. There's something in the line that sounds like you're on a very distant tractor.
I don't know. You're always having that issue. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, there's an obvious thingy, but anyway, I think. All right, so I'm just doing a playback here. Yeah, there's something that just sounds weird. Hello, how are you, sir? It's a pleasure having
I'm
you
doing
always,
all right.
you know. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Wilby, do you mind calling me back, please?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So as I was saying, and I thought that young man should have won. No joke, because his song was off the chain. His song was really, really good. Good evening.
I am here. Are you hearing me any
I
better?
tell you, Mr. Wilby, you sound now like you're cruising in an Avalon or something. You know,
I hear you.
You need to fire me.
Let's try and keep it that way.
Oh, Lord. So how you doing? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. Busy like a bee.
Man.
And I suspect you are just as busy as I am, or even busier because of
Listen to the
fun in the sun and all of that. And
which so happens to be next week Saturday. So you know, we are doing all kind of cross-checking. When the, oh dear me. Hold on, Mr. Wilby.
I hear that sound.
You hear it? Yeah,
I'm hearing that sound.
I think there is a short in something here. Oh dear. Dios mío. Okay, you don't hear it now.
No.
I will not touch
Stop.
anything. I will speak, but not touch. Okay, so we are planning. You know, well, the planning is already done. So we are, as my boss would say, we are in execution mode. So we are cross-checking everything, all the areas, you know, because it's the logistics is far and wide, you know, from ground to
Yes.
stage and stuff like that. So wiring, electrical, live this and that. So we are cross checking to make sure that we are not missing anything. I'm telling you. And this is year 9. We have no time for foolishness. We don't have any time for
Right.
anything to go awry. So that's really where we are at. But I was just airing, rebroadcast of the JCDC Festival Song Competition. The final was held on Saturday, and Statius
Yeah.
won with A New Day. But I thought DB should. Oh dear God! I thought DB should have won because I thought his song was the sell-off song.
I heard the controversy with it, but I can't really put any 2 cents into it because I really wasn't following it.
Oh, you
To be
weren't-
honest with you,
Right, you
no.
weren't
So
following.
I do not know the songs or the singers or anything. So I am just listening to everybody complain about. It reminds us of that year. What year was it? Was it 1989 when Stop and Go? I don't remember.
You stop, you go, you stop, you stop, you go, you stop, you go.
Yes.
Of course.
When everybody was disappointed because it was probably one of the worst festival songs of one.
And guess what happened?
Um,
That year they were doing like the pop song. You know, the competition really has gone through several stages.
yes.
Yeah, it has really gone through several stages. And I know they try to be innovative at times, but the entries were just so bad that they had to work with what they got. It's not like you can just cancel it and say, "Oh, your all your songs just don't make the cut," and cut the competition. So whatever they get based on the theme, you have to work with it.
Right.
So we have had some mishaps. We, and the organizers admitted that they really have messed up. But this year, I believe that all the contestants in this competition, their songs were well thought out. And I go by
Okay.
composition because you can write something, and by the time you put it together, it's either you fail or you succeed.
Right.
But they did a really good job this year. And I just played the final piece with Statius. It's A New Day. And the song is nice. It's a new day. It's new beginnings, post-COVID, etc. But when you listen to DB's selection, he takes you through the whole Jamaica life.
Right.
And that's what people really want to hear. They want to, so I'm going to play it at some point if we can, or maybe when I'm wrapping
Right.
up. When I'm wrapping up.
Yeah, and because one of the things about festival songs that I know over the years is that it's almost like Christmas in Jamaica. You know what I mean? That kind of
Yeah.
vibe, that kind of a feeling.
Yes.
It's a festive mode. It was that way growing up. And I think a lot of people want to recapture that kind of an era, that kind of festivity and everything like that. But I'm not sure that we are getting the quality singers.
Well-
with that festival. It's not that we don't have good singers in Jamaica, but I don't think we are getting that. So I don't know. I don't know about this year.
This
I know
year-
last year was good with Buju Banton winning and stuff like that. That wasn't bad.
And I didn't even think I had wanted Buju to win last year. I thought there were
Yeah.
other contestants in the game, but he won. So like Statius, I have
Yeah.
to keep myself quiet because she win, right? But I
Right.
would have loved DB to win because, he talks about love Jamaica, my land. And it's catchy. And not only is it catchy, but the lyrics, man, the lyrics. Ready.
Yeah, I need to find them and
Yeah, man.
and play them and listen to them.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you know how we do. We have to dabble a little bit before we start off, but I'm pleased to know that Chris Wilby has joined me once again this afternoon. We are parties, we we do what we do on a Monday afternoon. And so, welcome
Don't worry,
everyone.
we come from way back when.
Right? Yes, absolutely. And so, here we are this afternoon, ready to go with news and so much more. So, stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Welcome, everyone. The show begins now. Keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts, brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Narita Avenue in the Bronx. Give them a call, 718-324-7484, and Universal Document Solution, Inc., 4225 Monticello Avenue in the Bronx, 914-361-9466, 914-384-4903. Call Mr. Extol Powell for your Jamaican citizenship, divorce certificates, Jamaican marriage certificates, Jamaican birth certificates, passport renewal, Jamaican driver's license renewal, deed poll. We got it. They can do it. Yes, Mr. Wilby, let us go.
Good afternoon once again, Lady D. Good afternoon to all the listeners from all the different participating networks. This evening we start off with news coming out of Jamaica. PNP calls for removal of Airports Authority Board Chairman from office. People's National Party, PNP spokesperson on transport, works and housing, Nikhil Phillips, has called on the Minister of Transport and Mining, Robert Montague, to immediately remove the chairman of the board of directors of the Airports Authority of Jamaica, Faye Hutchinson, from office. In a statement today, Phillips said he has waited for days following the Minister of Finance's confirmation to Parliament that the Public Bodies Management and Accountability Act was breached in the investment by the AAJ and its subsidiary of $443 million in First Rock Capital Holdings, a year before the company was listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange and without the approval of the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service. At the same time, Hutchinson was an investor in First Rock and subsequently appointed a member of its board of directors, the statement said. He said the Minister of Transport has remained silent during this period of time while more damning information continues to be disclosed in the public media on a daily basis. This statement of affairs is unsatisfactory and contemptuous of the Jamaican taxpayers and their hard-earned money, he added. The spokesman said the chairman's failure to disclose her interest in First Rock at the time of the investment was unforgivable and smacked of conflict of interest and an abuse of office for which she must take full responsibility. The country could not retain confidence in Mrs. Hutchinson's continued chairman of the authority and oversight of its financial affairs after this major breach of her fiduciary responsibilities, Phillips said. He added that the minister's instruction that the chairman resign as a director of First Rock does not cure the breaches and failures he should have instructed her to resign from the AAJ board. Phillips proposed that the relevant investigatory bodies, including the National Integrity Commission, the Financial Investigation Division, and Financial Services Commission, should probe the transaction to determine which other laws were broken, who is responsible for the breaches, and what sanctions will be imposed. Phillips said he has also planned to raise the issue in the Public Administration and Appropriations Committee, the PAAC.
Out of Kingston, Jamaica. With Jamaica's murder continuing to escalate, the opposition People's National Party, PNP, says it will bring back the Unite for Change program as part of what it calls a more balanced approach to fighting violent crime. Opposition spokesman on national security Peter Bunting says the government's over-reliance on what he called the heavy-handed approach to crime fighting, fearing states of emergency, is not working and more social investment is needed. Jamaica Constabulary Force statistics show that as of July 17, murders were up to 6.1% in 2021 over 2020, with 779 homicides in 2021, up from 734 in 2020. An important part of the balance that is missing under the Jamaica Labour Party is the strategic investment in our people, where we give the youth a chance to avoid temptation to go towards the gun instead of towards opportunities to make themselves productive citizens. That feeds a lot of the lack of social cohesion that the country suffers from, Bunting said. The former National Security Minister was speaking during a virtual meeting dubbed Conversation with the Diaspora last Thursday, July 22. The meeting was aimed at galvanizing support and ideas for the party from Jamaicans living overseas. Unite for Change was a national movement and public awareness campaign introduced in December 2013 to rekindle hope among Jamaicans and convince law-abiding citizens that they are not helpless but can overcome the fear that has immobilized them by working together as a united front against crime, Bunting said in 2015. Bunting said about 80% of Jamaica's murders were generated from 50 to 100 communities, mostly in Kingston, St. Andrew, and St. James. He said social investment in these communities, such as education, healthcare, public cleansing, housing, and community infrastructure, is crucial to reducing the violent crime. The opposition spokesman said the PNP government sought to reduce the friction between the police and communities by, among other things, decriminalizing the possession of small quantities of ganja, which he said eliminated 12,000 cases from the courts. Meanwhile, opposition leader and PNP President Mark Golding told the meeting that the party was revisiting its expression of the philosophy of democratic socialism. We need to take this opportunity while we are in opposition and early in the term to revisit how we express our philosophy in the 21st century terms as a democratic, rather socialist party. What does that mean today, and how we articulate that message in terms of the policy expressions that ought to emerge from that, Golding said. The PNP is also considering a suggestion for a seat or seats in the Senate to be reversed for members of the diaspora. Golding said this would require a change in Jamaica's constitution. Also, the party is discussing a proposal for diaspora members who are not on Jamaica's voters list to become members of the PNP.
The police have now launched a search for a resident of Park Lane in Kingston, where 3 men were killed and 4 others injured on Saturday evening, July 24th. The missing man is known only by his alias, Kishi. Residents of the community reported that men dressed in police gear drove an unmarked car into the community and ordered Kishi into the vehicle before reversing at high speed out of the community despite their protest. Checks by the concerned residents with the St. Andrew North Police revealed that the police had not conducted any operation to take any resident of the community into custody. Kishi has not been found or heard from since. Head of the Police Information Arm, the Constabulary Communications CCU, Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, said the police were actively probing the incident. The matter is now the subject of a missing person investigation. Men purporting to be police went there and took a resident away. He has not been seen or heard from since, so we are treating it very seriously, SSP Lindsay said. The dead people have been identified as 29-year-old Kimoni White, otherwise called Sheila, and 27-year-old Roisin White, otherwise called Barber, both of Park Lane, Kingston 19, and 27-year-old Alex Henry, otherwise called Tector, laborer of Red Hills Road, Kingston 19. Police report that the men were standing at a square in the community when gunmen approached and opened fire. The gunmen chased some of their intended victims through sections of the community to ensure they were dead. Since Saturday's multiple murder and shooting incident, police and the Jamaica Defense Force soldiers have saturated the community in an effort to ward off any reprisals and ensure the safety of residents. Some of the residents have already fled the community in fear of their lives. Some of the residents have chosen to leave the community, but others have nowhere to go. We will maintain a presence to ensure the safety of these persons who cannot leave, Lindsay said.
New York City will require all its municipal workers, including teachers and cops, to get coronavirus vaccines by mid-September or face weekly COVID-19 testing, Mayor Bill de Blasio announced Monday. The rule is expected to affect about 340,000 city employees, making the city one of the largest employers in the U.S. to take such action. While it isn't a vaccine mandate, no workers will be forced to take a shot. Officials hope the inconvenience and discomfort of weekly tests will persuade many to overcome a reluctance to get inoculated. This is about our recovery. This is about what we need to do to bring back New York City, de Blasio said. This is about keeping people safe. Hours after de Blasio's announcement, officials in California announced that state employees and all healthcare workers will be required to show proof of COVID-19 vaccination or get tested weekly. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo declined to answer a question about whether he will require state employees to be vaccinated. Speaking at a news conference at Yankee Stadium, Cuomo urged localities to consider vaccinating public-facing government workers. The September 13 deadline in New York City coincides with the start of public school, when the Democratic mayor has said he expects all pupils to be in classrooms full-time. City healthcare workers and employees in congregate setting, such as group homes, will face earlier deadlines. The move comes as the city battles a rise in COVID-19 cases, fueled by the highly contagious Delta variant. Since the end of June, the daily average of new cases has increased by more than 300%. Last week, the city had announced it was mandating vaccinations or weekly testing for workers in the city's hospital system. De Blasio expanded the requirement Monday and urged private employers to adopt similar rules. My message to the private sector is, go as far as you can go right now, the mayor said. I would strongly urge a vaccination mandate whenever possible, or as close to it as possible. Unions representing city workers offered mixed responses to the new mandate affecting their members. Vaccination and testing have helped keep schools among the safest places in the city, the United Federation of Teachers said in a statement. This approach puts the emphasis on vaccination, but still allows for personal choice and provides additional safeguards through regular testing. But Henry Garrido, Executive Director of District Council 37 of AFSCME, said if City Hall intends to test our members weekly, they must first meet us at the table to bargain.
Geneva, Switzerland. A new World Bank finance mechanism will allow developing countries to COVID-19 vaccine. Through the COVAX facility, it was announced Monday. COVAX was set up to ensure 92 developing territories could access coronavirus vaccines to fight the pandemic with the costs covered by donors. The new mechanism will allow those countries to buy additional doses on top of the subsidized ones they will already receive via COVAX. Using money from the World Bank and other development banks, the facility says it will make advanced purchases from vaccine manufacturers based on aggregated demand across countries. Under the World Bank financing arrangement, up to 430 million additional doses, or enough doses to fully vaccinate 250 million people, would be available for delivery between late 2021 and mid-2022 for the 92 countries that currently get their vaccine doses covered by donors. Countries should also have some flexibility in selecting to buy particular vaccines that align with their preferences. COVAX is co-led by the World Health Organization, WHO, the Gavi Vaccine Alliance, and the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations. The financing mechanism will allow COVAX to unlock additional doses for low and middle income countries, Gavi Chief Executive Seth Berkley said in a statement. As we move beyond initial targets and work to support countries' efforts to protect increasingly large portions of their populations, World Bank financing will help us advance further towards our goal of bringing COVID-19 under control. Vaccine inequity, the WHO has raged against the staggering imbalance in global distribution of COVID-19 vaccine doses. Nearly 3.9 billion doses of COVID-19 vaccines have been injected around the world in at least 216 territories, according to an AFP account. In high-income countries, as defined by the World Bank, 95.4 doses have been administered per 100 inhabitants. That figure stands at just 1.5 doses per 100 people in the 29 lowest income countries. COVAX has so far delivered more than 138 million vaccine doses to 136 participating territories, far short of the numbers it hoped. Accessing vaccines remains the single greatest challenge that developing countries face, said the World Bank President David Malpass. This mechanism will enable new supplies and allow countries to speed up the purchase of vaccines. It will also provide transparency about vaccine availability, prices, and delivery schedules. The World Bank said it is making $20 billion in financing. Let me read that again. $20 billion. Right, that was correct. In financing available to developing countries to help purchase and distribute vaccine support efforts in 53 countries so far. According to the Washington-based development lender, many countries have indicated that they would like to purchase additional vaccines through COVAX.
25 minutes now after 6 o'clock. Good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to Keeping You in the Know with news, happenings, and facts. The dreams and hopes of 22 players, some 20 staffers, and an entire nation went up in smoke when Jamaica's Reggae Boys crashed 0-1 to the United States in their CONCACAF Gold Cup quarterfinal match at AT&T Stadium on Sunday night. The dangerous frontman, FC Sharks, Matthew Hop, got all-important goal in the 83rd minute. It was the second consecutive tournament that the USA were eliminating Jamaica, having done so in 2019 at the semi-final stage. Sunday night's elimination will be seen as a massive underachievement for Jamaica, who have made the semi-finals of the previous 3 editions of the biennial tournament. Hopes were high that this was the boys' year to lift the trophy, but Hop was against them Sunday night, rising majestically between 2 Jamaican defenders to head into an unguarded goal after Blake had advanced to take the incoming ball. In the curtain raiser, Canada blanked Costa Rica 2-0 to advance to the semi-finals, where they will face Mexico in Austin on Thursday. The USA will face guest team Qatar in the other semi-final matchup. Overall, it was not a bad performance by Jamaica as they played to their strength against a USA team that was super cool, building from the back to transition into the final third. But it was Jamaica who were quickest on the attack in front when, in only the first minute, an attempted clearance by a USA defender crashed into Blair Turgott and rolled for Bobby Reed, but the offside flag went up. In the minute 14th, the boys were again on the move when Corey Burke held up the ball well before drifting across the face of the goal and then passing for Alvis Powell, but the latter went for a side-footed effort from just inside the 18-yard box, which was easily gathered by goalkeeper Matt Turner. The USA got their first sniff of the Jamaican goal in the 16th minute. Goal scorer and hero of the night, Hop, lofted to a ball in from the left side of the Shackmore, arriving down the right channel, but boys attacker Junior Flemings tracked back to block the shot. 3 minutes later, Jamaica, opting to use the counter-attacking ploy throughout, threatened again when Devon Williams floated a ball to the left side for Flemings, who created space for himself to unleash, but his shot skidded marginally wide from the edge of the box. Jamaica goalkeeper Andre Blake was tested for the first time in minute 22 when Hop let fly with the left boot, but the boys' custodian had the measure of the ball and turned it behind for a corner. The USA threatened once again in the 36th when a flighted ball from midfield picked out Darrell Dyke down the right side, but first half substitute O'Neill Fisher put in a timely tackle to avert the danger. Flemings tested Turner in the 39th minute with a firm shot, but the goalie responded with a save. 2 minutes later, Jamaica left back Kemar Lawrence drove forward and laid off an inch-perfect pass for Reed, whose tame left-footed effort did not justify the previous hard work. On the stroke of half-time, the USA's Kellen Acosta drove towards goal on the volley after Burke's headed clearance fell nicely for him, but the effort did not require Blake's intervention. 2 minutes after the resumption, the USA forged ahead, the move ending with Hop firing goalward, but Blake put his body behind the shot and kept his goal safe. As the possession switched, Jamaica attacked down the left side in the 55th minute as Flemings broke loose, cutting inside his escort, and as he was about to pull the trigger, a backtracking USA defender snuffed out the chance with a timely boot. In the 66th minute, Blake was again on the receiving end when newly introduced striker Giselle Zades rifled goalwards, but the acrobatic Jamaica goalie unfurled to his left to parry wide. Jamaica came close to breaking the deadlock in minute 78 when a sliding substitute, Shamar Nicholson, got within a few inches of a free kick floated into the box. The USA went ahead in the 83rd minute when hatchet man Hop greeted a Christian Roldan right side cross after out-jumping the Jamaican defense to head home to close the show on an evening that the hosts claimed to be theirs.
And we say goal.
Too far in. Oh, lordy, lordy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 6:31 p.m. Quite an afternoon here, Mr. Wilby. So,
How's the temperature over there, lady? It's hot over here.
it is hot.
79 degrees right now.
79 can be hot, Chris. Hello.
What?
79.
Really? Yes.
Me not call
79 is
79
almost,
hot.
79
It's
is
almost 8,
80, you
but
know.
it's not 80.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm cool. I'm not hot. I'm not hot anymore. I'm cool.
Well, they said we were at a
You
high.
know, you know the funny thing about the weather? In Massachusetts, whenever we hit anything over 75, it's considered hot, very hot. Because that's normally the temperature. I mean, when we are in the 80s, we over here, we can't stand it. I mean, we're ready to pass out, and people are calling out from work, and
Really?
people are going home early, and all of that. It's like a disaster. Once you start hitting 85 and all of that, if we ever hit 90 over here, everybody ball. I tell you that.
Oh.
Yeah, so we like it to the 70s.
Well,
you know,
at present,
we love it to the 70s.
yes, presently it is showing 88 degrees. We were at a high of 91 and we'll be at a low at 72. So right now,
Ooh.
yes, so right now it's 88. At 7 o'clock it will be 88. By 8 p.m. it will be 84. 8:17 p.m. sunset. 9 p.m. 82 and stuff like that. Tomorrow will be 91. of a high.
Wow. Yeah, I'll stay in Massachusetts. I mean, it's nice and warm, but it's tolerable. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Heat for some people. They kept once I go inside the office, if I really don't have any business outside, because I have to get up and move around a lot. So it's not like I'm just sitting down, But if I don't have to go outside, like today, now I gave out my watch to get it clean, and I just remember the watch that I didn't go for it. But it's across the street. I can go try that tomorrow. Yes, because people kept coming inside and saying how hot it is. Yeah. So good afternoon, everyone. Keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts. This past Saturday, Chris, I had my Fun in the Sun live online interview with Carlene Davis and Judith Gale, and it went very well. Judith is a good Judith, not easy, Judith is one of those people, when you interview her, have much to do. Yeah. Yeah, man. She will explain her thing, and you just have to just ask the question and keep quiet. So, so I had a good weekend. It was busy, but it was good, and we're looking forward to Fun in the Sun on August 7, ladies and gentlemen. And oh dear Lord. And speaking of August 7, stay with me.
Fun in the Sun Bronx, New York 12th District Community Engagement Festival is back. Come to Evander Childs Football Field, 800 East Gun Hill Road, starting at 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Need to be vaccinated? Stop by the Healthy Village Pop-Up Vaccine Center on the field, and the Wealthy Village experience awaits you with products to fit your needs. Have children? Travel to the Children's Village and experience live entertainment on the Yogi Bear truck, broadcast training, and other fun activities at 10 a.m.
We have food and clothing distribution. It's free. And out front on Gun Hill Road, get a taste of some nice food with a taste of the Bronx Caribbean eats.
Tour the field, visit the exhibitors, collect your prizes and surprises. Then get ready for showtime from 2:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. with Judith Gale, Carlene Davis, and Papa San. I said Papa San. Did you hear me? Papa San. We are gonna big up Jesus, spread his love, and build back our community better.
This event is sponsored by Good Neighbors Community Outreach Agency, New Testament Temple Church of God, Glory Music, New York City Council, Victoria Mutual Group,
Chorus 8, IHOP, Urban Hope, Jesus Summer, Grace Mart, City World Group, J&M Money Services, DYCD, and Teddy Nissan. Call 914-275-3961 or 917-374-8580 or visit our website funinthesun.nyc.
Don't forget, wear your mask and be safe.
At Universal Document Solution Inc., we are the best in resolving your passport, birth certificate, and driver's license needs. But that's not all we have to offer. Our services also include marriage certificates, late entry of name, late registration, deed poll, preparing immigration forms, notary public services, and other specialized documents designed to meet your needs. UDS is at 4225 Monticello Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10466. Our friendly and courteous staff is ready and waiting. So pick up the phone. Don't delay. Call us at 914-384-4903 or 914-361-9466. Also visit our website at www.udssolution.com or email expow473@gmail.com. Universal Document Solution Inc. No hassle. We do it all for you.
When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant.
located at 1802 Nereid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx. We specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. With me this afternoon is Mr. Wilby. I wonder where he went. 6:38 p.m. Chris Wilby, of course. We are in the segment keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts. And so we welcome everyone here today. If those of you, Robert.
I am here.
Okay. Those of you, you know, they're learning radio. You just keep moving.
Yeah, exactly.
For persons who are listening and you would like to share a news item that you heard with us, we featured some headlines this afternoon. But if you are concerned about something that you heard, please call us 914-600-4228. We would be too happy to speak with you. 914-600-4228. Chris, what's on your mind?
What's on my mind, Lady D? There was a recent article, I'm trying to pull it up right now, of some issues in the Olympics where the ladies are protesting the wearing of a certain uniform. Doesn't seem to... Okay,
Uniform?
here it is. Let me see if I can find it. The woman, this latest one, I think it has been going on since the beginning of the Olympics, but this latest one says that the woman gymnast representing Germany opted to wear full-length bodysuits during qualification rounds at the Tokyo Olympics on July 25th, in part to send a message on the world stage. Stop sexualizing women athletes. The German gymnastic teammates are the latest women athletes to take a stand against uniforms that they say are more revealing and comfortable than clothing required from their male counterparts. Recently, women athletes from the Norwegian handball team vocalized their disapproval of the bikini bottoms they were required to wear during an international European competition instead of opting for form-fitting shorts, even at the risk of being fined. Very interesting. What's your take on that, Lady B?
Well, can I tell you something? It was just the other day I was telling someone that when I was on the Bear Technical High School track team, one year, I believe it was Crimson Dawn or one of those companies that did our, made our track suits and our gears and everything. Something happened in the shipping of our track suits. So we had on our gears and everything, and we were told that they would meet us, I believe, or they would take them to us at the guest house we were staying in Kingston for the meet to begin the following day. Lo and behold, they told us that we should just board our bus and head on over to the stadium, Chris. So all of us just simply had on our little shorty thing up here and our tops. Not a gear come. Nothing came. Or Ben Francis at the time, the man, I don't know how he didn't have a stroke. So for the entire day, we were parading round in some little skimpy-dimpy looking stuff. And I was very conscious of
Right.
Because, when you are, some of us have natural build, right? You're built, you're shaped a certain way. So if you wear
Right.
something that accessorizes that in a very clad, fitted attire, naturally it's gonna
Hmm.
show you up, right?
Right. Right.
And we were not comfortable like that. And we weren't, I wasn't comfortable. Some of us weren't, some didn't care. So I understand how you can look and how people can look at you. And you're moving around with boys and men and everybody. So what you're going to do now? You just have to focus and go on the track and run and do what you have to do. We have realized that for the past several years, the attire changed drastically to the point where sometimes even you, when you're watching the television screen, if you're not,
You're
you're
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable because women,
Yes.
no, I don't care what women say. Women look at women. You can look, right? You may not lust, but you look. So if you see a woman on your television screen or in person, it is going to say, is either you dismiss it, but something come. A thought comes into your mind. I don't care what
Right.
people say. There is a thought that bounces, hits you, and you may just let it slide and cut. And when you look at these girls on the field, I guess sometimes people just say, all right, this is the new thing. But it can really pose a bit of a distraction, if you ask me. And over the years, I mean, you have a lot of, male field marshals and all kinds of things going on in different roles on the field, and young people and everybody just there. And you see it and you say, boy, them sexy and stuff. But I don't know if that's the ideal look that you should have. Or people just feel, because yes, when we're in it, I can tell you, when you're in your track clothing, right, in your gear, you don't need to feel nothing too loose. You just need to feel just your body in motion, comfortable. That much I can tell you as a former athlete. But again, if people have, here you have women who have decided that enough is enough and they're wearing full body suit. Is there a backlash for that? Chris? Hello? Okay, he seemed to be moving around. But yes, is there a backlash for that? If it's comfort or is it style? That's what we could possibly ask. And what do you think? 914-600-4228. Let me hear from you. 914-600-4228. Here we are talking about Germany's Olympic gymnastics team debuted full-length bodysuit uniforms, previously described as a stance against the sexualization of the sport during an Olympic training session in Tokyo. On Thursday, the German gymnast Sarah Voss shared a series of photos on Instagram with her Olympic team members, Elizabeth Seitz, Kim Boy, and Pauline Schaefer. They were all wearing bright pink and black bodysuits that reached their ankles. Mr. Wilby, are you back?
Yes, I didn't even know that I went. I have no idea what happened there.
I just heard a
anyway,
lot of
what
movement.
I was saying, Lady
Yes.
D, because I thought there was. And what I was saying is that I agree with the women for taking this stance, because as you suggest, that the women, the garments over the years have been getting smaller and smaller and skimpier and skimpier, especially for the women. And I'm saying that these ladies, these participants, they are not a part of the decision-making process. So you have the governing bodies who are making these decisions for these women to wear these types of clothing that are very uncomfortable to the women without their input. And I'm saying that if this has anything to do with the sporting and the performance, why don't they have the men wear these skimpy bikinis also?
Well, if you look at
Why?
the men, their bodysuits, which the male structure is different. So
Right.
there is a bulge while we don't have one, right? You'll get an imprint, an outline for women, but you'll actually see the bulge. Um, so sometime when you see the men, I'm sorry. Sometimes if they're not, if they don't, let me find the proper word to use. But if they don't fix the male genitalia properly, right? Then it's either lopsided or something going on. So there's that too. But you do have the men in their bodysuits, and that seemed to be the thing as well. But
Yeah. So
I would think that, well, we have never heard of, this is the first time I think we're hearing of, these athletes saying, hey, this is how we want to look, pretty much, and actually adorn themselves that way so that they don't bring attention to themselves.
exactly, and I say kudos to them, because if they're uncomfortable, they should let it be known. Because I'm quite sure that they can perform in less skimpier clothing and get the results that they're aiming for. I don't believe. I think this world has become so sexual and sexualized that in every aspect of our lives, they have to advertise sex in order to get what attention. I don't know what. Why do you need to advertise the female's body or whatever, the male's body or whatever in a sport? I mean, I don't get it.
Well, again, as I was explaining to you, that for some athletes, like myself, a former athlete, the less clothing you feel like you have on, there is that sense of freedom, relaxation, and you don't feel too cumbersome. You just feel perhaps like it's just you and your body in sync with the wind and time and your potential to get to the finish line, pretty much. That I can tell you psychologically, for me.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
That's yes, for me. You don't really want to feel too much going on, but it doesn't mean now that you should dress us that way, so that, because pretty much when you look at some of our athletes, your imagination can go wild. You can say, oh, this is what she perhaps looked like in the nude, and people have to be real. That is really what you're saying. If only I could see a little more than what you're showing me, because I'm already seeing so much.
Right.
So, the fact that, the German girls say, hey, this is how we are rolling, then I think they're fine, and they look quite fine, even as, I'm looking at a Kim Bui here on her beam for the gymnastics, and she looks quite good in her full clad, because especially for the gymnasts, their legs are going all over the place and stuff like that.
And even
It's
for
a
the
lot going
basketballers,
on.
even think about the basketballers running up and down. Not basketball. The ones that they have the sand. They play in the sand and volleyball. Yeah.
Chris.
I hear some women are saying that they can't imagine playing volleyball in the sand in such
Skimpy stuff.
I mean, that would be uncomfortable for them. I've heard that they did, and I think about it, and I'm like, yeah, you're running around in the sand, and
Yes.
I mean, you're spreading and you're jumping and and I'm like, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something that has been raised, and I think it is going to have some form of traction going forward.
Yes, yes.
because it's not they're not the first one. They're not the first one to do it. I mean, I think a lot of people are raising the same issue this year.
And you know, even for the gymnasts, they have a lot of male trainers, and you know, they have to touch them. You have to help them on the beam. You have all kind of something. So you know, to prevent a lot of what could be. That's the most appropriate and safe way to get themselves out of trouble, if
Yeah.
you ask me. But yes, so what do you think about the games? We're looking, you know, when the track and field comes around, that's when everything get all exciting. Right now they're doing their swimming and stuff like that. I saw basketball three side today.
I'm waiting for the big ones. Like everybody else. I think
I know.
most people are really paying attention to
Tension.
what's going on. No, we're waiting. I'm kind of disappointed that the men are not going to be really in the competition for any medals this year. I'm not really expecting anything great from the men, but you know, I have my hopes up for the women.
The woman, yes. A call just
And
came in. Finish your thought. We have a call holding.
no, go ahead. No, let's get a caller.
Okay. Good afternoon. Welcome. How are you?
Good afternoon, Lady D and Chris. How are you both? And to all the listeners.
Doing fine,
Hey,
thank
Miss
you.
Pat, it was so nice to have you
Wonderful.
always on Saturday.
Yes, yes, yes. And I was on church yesterday morning too.
I saw that. I saw that. So because I work, you know, I do the production side in our sound room. So I
Oh,
do
okay.
production. So
Okay,
once I see you,
alright.
once I see you, I say, "Oh, could you put that up for me, please?"
I
Yeah.
so enjoyed the interview on Saturday with
Judith.
Minister Judith Dale. Oh, I just love her. Oh,
Yes.
yes, and Carleen Davis. But I love Minister Judith Dale. Oh, those two signature songs that she
Yes.
has, oh, my, they just blow me away.
Yes, man. Good.
Yes.
She was good.
Yes, definitely.
So you have your
Yes.
comments to make? We have
Well, we
five.
don't
We
have
have
much
five.
time.
We
I
have
just
5
wanted to
minutes.
say, because I heard Chris mention about the men's basketball team, they became too overconfident, and that's what happened when we too overconfident. You know, you see, France was very humble, and they studied their strategy, and they were able to topple them. Oh, that is so embarrassing.
Yes.
Never have the U.S. lost in any basketball. Never.
That's true.
So they just have to humble themselves now, and hopefully the next time they will learn.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, yes. Okay, well, you don't have much time. I'm not going to stay on. So you have a wonderful evening, and thanks for the program. Thanks for everything you've done this evening.
All right. Thank you too, Pat.
Thank you, Pat.
Okay. All right. You have a
Okay.
good evening too, Chris. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye bye. So Chris, you now go yard for your festival. Mr. Wilby.
Oh, is me you're talking to?
I'm-
If you're not going to yard for festival,
Yes. So you
the
can.
festival not done already.
I'm talking independence, man.
Oh, okay. No, no, I am not going. You know, we need to have a topic about, as you mentioned that, we need to talk about the services of some of the hotels in Jamaica as it relates to returning residents when they realize that you're a Jamaican and how they treat you differently from how they treat the
visitors,
white
the-
people or the Americans. It's a fact. You know, we need to, because I have an experience that we should probably share. So, but that's for another time. No,
Okay.
I'm not going to Jamaica this year at all.
Okay. All right. So you're not going to be in your barefoot pants and thing.
And the big heel boat.
And the big eel boat.
Yeah.
So guess what? I
Yeah,
wanna
you believe-
I wanna play the song that I thought should have won.
Go ahead, let
You
me hear
ready?
it.
All right, here we go.
Remember to pick up your cousin Winston at the airport. And remember to take him around. Mama, carry him around. Me I tell them about mental rock steady. Me I tell them about scam. Me I tell them about reggae. Me I tell them about dancehall. Me I tell them about corrigo. Me I tell them about jerk chicken. Yo, them used to not know them things, eh? And me I tell them say we have one of the richest culture in the entire world. You see that little island here? No people don't know it. You see that island here? Sure.
Me love Jamaica, my land. Yeah, me love Jamaica Island. Roast couple fish, breadfruit I am. Sure, breadfruit I am. Link the jerk man, fling the chicken on the pan. You better put that chicken on the pan. Come and need some food from my cousin Winston. We're just flying from England. Oh, you remember Jack Aston, spin the kick and fly the kite. No violence, I just play a fight. When we a shoot the marble and a play the ring game. Fatty, thumper, shotty, everybody have a nickname. Down a hero circle where you find the crab and the can. No attraction over the Costa farm. Chilling by the ends, yes, you know what I want. Tell the cops and not bring no alarm. Love Jamaica, my land. Yeah, me love Jamaica Island. Roast couple fish, breadfruit I am. Sure, breadfruit I am. Check the jerk man, fling the chicken on the pan. You better put that chicken on the pan. Come and need some food from my cousin Winston. We're just flying from England. Oh, who said the place so nice, who said the place no fun. Run, go get me Pepsi, get me ice, go get me rum. And listen to the music, it's a good vibes. Me chilling by the beach and everything is alright. Jamaica is a place and me say lot of happy face. And when the music hit and me say it can't erase. Me know you feel the treble and the magic in the bass. Me love Jamaica, my land. Yeah, me love Jamaica Island. Roast couple fish, breadfruit I am. Sure, breadfruit I am. Go check the jerk man, fling the chicken on the pan. You better put that chicken on the pan. Come and need some food from my cousin Winston. We're just flying from England. Oh, sure, skanky music sweet enough. Some skanky, nice and easy. Watch that one, yeah.
Well, that's how we wrap the show. Chris, I encourage you to go watch all 12.
I will. I promise. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go watch them, and I'm probably gonna find some time to play them on my radio there and listen to it. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for having us this evening. Hoping to see you next week, same time, same place. Have a good evening, Lady D.
Blessings, sir. All the best. Gotta go. Thanks to Cooler Runnings, Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx, Universal Document Solution, Inc., 914-361-9466, 914-384-4903. This has been another edition of Keeping You in the Know with news, happenings, and facts. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. Thanks to CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, signradio.net. Hello to everyone. Universal, everybody, thank you. Unity Gospel Radio, we thank you. Blessings, everyone. As always, love yourselves, love your children. And remember, in everything you do, it is the will of God concerning your life. Take it easy, everybody. Love, blessings. And what do I usually do and say? Mwah. I am out of here. That's what I say. Blessings, everybody. Please be good. Take care of yourselves, okay?
There are radio stations within the air, but to this, none can compare. Trying to figure what to think, because now with us, you're fully linked. Stay linked to Linkage Radio, your home for entertainment.
This station